Hello guys, back from YouTube. Had a little break, holiday season. A couple things happened. Waiting on parts for the carb. As you can see, if you ignore stuff that's right here. This was the 182 that was in there, or the 55 and the 182 that was in there. Pilot jet and main jet. It was running way too lean for what it needed. So right now it has a 190. And then it has a 55. So that is the current setup that's working in the carb. It was running a lot leaner. It runs perfect. Starts way faster. Also moved the needle placement from the 4th position to the 3rd. So in the middle, basically. And as you can see, it's all there, all put together, all pretty. And I can officially say that the quad's alive, as alive as it's ever been. After sitting for a couple years and whoever had it before me, this quad is a Duncan quad. A lot of motor work and stuff done to it. So, once I found out what was done to it, it was a lot easier to diagnose. People who don't think it's Duncan Racing, the whole frame everything on this bike was done by Duncan Racing. And this was a couple years ago. I'm just going to say that. So, right now, Duncan, in the past, they used the CT pipe, and they used the Paul Turner Racing pipe. This is not the mild one. This is the full one. So this one's the one that gets all the power. Also, that 110 that came from VP, that is not good 110. They use caster to mix. So when you use caster clumps up when it tends to sit for a while. So I went to the next to the local racetrack, and I got VP 110, or not VP 110, but I got 110 from Sunico. It's purple. It worked a lot better, made the quad sound and visually sound a lot better. And I put 32 to 1 clots in it. It's best what like any of these bikes run for. You can't run less than 110 on a power head, and when it has this much compression and the motor work that's done to it. So it's very expensive. Would I like to run 91? Yes, but I can't. But that's in the past. I am running a K&N air filter. So if you can see it, it's right there. I do not have a box on it. It's better airflow than stock, that's for sure. The Duncan Racing air filter that they mod for K&N filters right here. But the person who had this last cut up and modified that K&N air filter to specifically kind of like poke out the side of the quad a little bit so it would get a lot of air, which does perfect. I rode it around like literally 30 minutes probably before recording this. It takes about 5 minutes to warm up, which is expected because it hasn't been ridden in a while. Rode it on the street, so I don't really have a lot of places to ride in the suburban area. I rode around the street, got to 4th gear. There's not enough room. It's very fast, and this thing is absolutely wild. I couldn't be more happy to have such a good built quad for the price I got this for. The other one is unfortunately gone. I do have all my paddles and stuff still in parts for both of them that I'm hoarding. And for all of you guys that were in the comments giving me some tips and everything, appreciate it. Sadly, I already got to it before I could post another video. But I did get it running and I fixed the issues. I do plan on getting my GoPro mounted to my helmet, which is that one right there. I wish I could have got some more POV, but my GoPro was dead. It was at 8%, and it doesn't last a very long time. And it was starting to get dark out, but I do, hopefully in the future before I sell this, I will get some POV riding quality. Riding this thing is an absolute blast. Starting it's very hard. But it's a 500, bored over to like quite a bit. So it's a lot harder to start than you'd imagine, but stays idling, runs amazing, and there's nothing else I could ask for. It is for sale, unfortunately. Money comes first when it comes to these things. Do have some other builds I am planning on doing soon. I do have it listed for 15 grand in my area. That's pretty high, but for a fully built quad that's frame off, literally everything frame off restoration, stickers, decals, plastics, shocks, everything is brand new on this bike. It's a pretty good price for what I'm asking, and I'm sure I'm going to get that, maybe a little less. And with the harness that was giving me issues before, fixed it, no issues. Very glad I had a buddy of mine help me out with that named Chet. I don't know his YouTube. His TikTok is Chet Murray. If you guys are interested in the Arizona area, he is very good with fixing bikes and all this other kind of stuff. He did my electrical. It was perfect for both quads. And this is the update. Very happy with the quad. Very satisfied. It's a lot better than all my other LT500s that I've ridden. However, this has been the most difficult quad out of every single quad I've had. Banshees, 250Rs, 500s. Most difficult, but definitely worth it. And if you guys have any questions or anything about any LT500s, feel free to reach out to me. If I can't answer the question, I have some buddies that can. I love doing these builds, and I'm so sad that I just got to doing this YouTube thing now rather than earlier. But thank you guys for all the support, and hope you guys like this video, and maybe drop another one. Subscribe.